Hey my friends, and welcome back to another episode of the Euro Cooking Canuck. Once again, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you all are doing well. Guys, before we begin, I do have to apologize. My AC is running, you may hear it. I normally try to turn it off when I do my videos, but guys, it is that hot outside, I can't deal. Especially I'm going to be using my oven for this recipe. Guys, what we're doing today on this segment of Memories of Macedonia is a very old traditional recipe. It dates way back, it's quite traditionally Macedonian. Maybe your grandmother, your great-grandmother made this. What we're doing today is called MLE쪼NIK. What MLE쪼NIK is basically an egg and milk pie. You'll see what I mean when we get into it. Guys, this recipe is very simple to do nowadays, so let's get in the kitchen and make this beautiful Macedonian MLE쪼NIK. Hey guys, as usual, welcome to the kitchen countertop. Again guys, all of the ingredients and the amounts will be listed below in the description bar. Just click show more. Guys, this first step is actually optional. You don't need to do this step if you don't want to, but I highly recommend that you do. And you'll see what I'm going to do with it shortly. What I have here from my deli counter is beautiful fresh ricotta. It's gorgeous. And I'm going to sample a piece just to check quality control. Lovely ricotta. So I'm going to put this in my bowl. And again guys, all the amounts below. Show more. Now with ricotta, if you're doing something savory, you'd probably add some salt and pepper. Really love ricotta. However, we're doing a sweet pie today, so I'm going to sweeten my ricotta slightly with a little bit of sugar. And this is to taste, guys. There won't be an exact amount for the amount of sugar that you put in here. Strictly to taste. Right. Give this a little bit of a masharoo. And I'm going to add an egg. And I'm going to add one and see what the consistency is like. And should I require, I'll add another. But again, before the egg goes in, I just want to taste the sweetness. And for me, that's lovely, that's fine. So, in goes a cracked egg. I'm going to mix this in thoroughly. And I don't think I'm going to use one more egg. I think the one is sufficient here for the amount of cheese that we're using in the recipe. So guys, I'm going to continue mixing this up. Make sure it's all smooth. And then I'll bring you back and show you what we do next. Hey guys, in the intro I said it's easy to make this nowadays. That's because I'm using store-bought filo pastry. If you want to roll out your own filo, be my guest. If you watched the video where I made the Jufki, which is the egg noodles, I said sometimes they used to dry them in sheets and they would crack them. You can also use that. If you're going to do that version, you don't have to do this first step. You just break them all up and put them in your pan. So what I have here is a sheet of filo, and I'm just going to lightly dab it with some oil. And I'm going to get another piece. Now if it rips, don't worry about it. Doesn't matter. And in the meantime, if you want, you can cover your filo so it doesn't dry out. It's only essential that the first step doesn't dry out. After that, they can be as dry as they want, because you're going to rip them up and break them up anyway. So that's the second one. And I'm going to continue doing this until I get 6 filo layers, and then I'll show you what I do after that. Alright guys, this is the 6th layer of filo pastry. So at this point, the ricotta cheese mixture that I've done earlier is going to go on. Now if you want to skip this, you can skip it. But you're simply going to get your mixture. In some old recipes, when they did this by hand, they would roll this kind of like a crust, and they would stuff feta cheese in there. They would lift up the roll and they would stuff feta cheese. Right. You guys, it doesn't have to be perfect, because it's going to get all melded together. Right, so that's done. Oh, I have an extra piece here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to roll. Tight, but not too tight. You don't want to break it. Roll your filo. And it looks like that one piece didn't make it. Might have been stuck to something else. Oh, that was the double one that ripped in half. Oh well. It's all good, guys. Right, so then you're going to get your baking dish, or your tepse, and you're going to line, it should be seam side down, align this around the side of your tepse, and you're going to continue if you need 2 more or 1.5. So I'm going to continue just repeating the same process until I have like a border around my tepse, and I'll be right back when I finish that. Alright guys, this is the last little piece I need. It's about half of what we used before. Because these filo sheets were just not long enough for me, and if that happens to you, then just simply do this, it's not a problem. So again, I have too much cheese in there. And guys, don't throw out any leftover cheese. Make sure you can put them in little ramekins and bake them, and sprinkle some sugar on top. So, I'm going to add this perfect to my tepse, like so. And then just make sure so they don't dry out, just cover them with a bit of oil. Hey guys, I'm just going to wash my hands and then show you what the next step is. Dead easy, guys. Okay guys, in this bowl I have my eggs. Again, with this recipe, it's one of those go by feel. The recipe calls for anywhere between 8 to 10 eggs. So far I've used 9. We'll see if I need more. Again, the recipe also calls for 2 liters of milk, which I think is excessive, but we'll see what we need. Again, if you have leftovers of this, you know, pop it in the fridge. You can keep it, do another project with it, make little pies. It's like a custard at the end of the day. So I'm going to go ahead and add the sugar. And I'm going to just hold back a little bit of the sugar for now. So I can get, so I get these incorporated. So basically guys, you're going to whip your eggs and sugar until you get a nice creamy yellow mixture. And I'll bring you back now that most of the sugar is dissolved. I added the remainder. I just like doing that because I find it easier, because sometimes it can just turn into cement. So I do have a stand mixer, but just to use it for this is kind of senseless bringing it out. So just continue whipping your eggs and sugar, and I'll show you what I do next. Alright guys, the eggs and sugar are nicely beaten. Chalky. So I'm going to go ahead now and add milk. without pouring it all over the place. And I'm going to put this aside. I might add some more milk, but I'm going to put this aside for now and show you the next step. The next step is really easy. You're going to start aligning and ripping up some filo into the bottom and all around where you put your border. Some people actually soak this right in the milk and egg mixture. That's up to you. You can do that. It's fine. And after you have a few layers in there, you're going to give it another little sprinkle of oil. I'm going to continue doing this and get the rest of my filo out. It's therapeutic. It's kind of like, do what you want. There's no rhyme or reason to this, guys. It's fun. Get the kids involved. They'd love it. So just a little drizzle, drop of oil. And I'm going to continue with my filo, and I'll show you. Alright guys, so I put together our pie. It's a lot of fun to do, all that ripping. Every so often just a little dab of oil. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and start adding our egg, milk, and sugar mixture. Do this slowly, guys, because it needs to seep through all of those little crevices. Give it some time to go down there. So I'm going to slowly keep adding and adding the egg and milk mixture, and I'll bring you back when it's ready to go in the oven. Alright guys, right before it's ready to go in the oven, with the last few couple or 3 pieces of filo you may have left, what you can do is you're going to place them on top. And this is optional, you don't have to. Just gives it a nice finish. I've already put 2 on here. And so just going to align them. I don't want them to look too perfect. Mine's a little bit overflowing here, guys, so just be careful. Kind of got impatient near the end. Right, so this needs to soak up a little bit more. So I'm going to let this sit for a minute or 2. And I'm going to place this in an oven at 180 C. And we're going to just cook this until obviously the egg and milk custard, I guess you want to call it, is set and the top is golden. Alright, so guys, next time you see me will be when we pull this out of the oven. Hey guys, our Mlecnik is all done and out of the oven. And I'm letting it cool here because it's still quite warm, but I hope you can hear this. Oh, it's so crunchy and good. Guys, you may have some leftover ricotta cheese if you're using it, and the milk and egg mixture. Don't throw it out, as I said. I put some in a little baking dish, and I topped it with some cornflakes. And it looks so good. Crunchy. Smells so sweet. Let the kids, or anyone in your family, have a little fun with that. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and cut into this. Oh my goodness. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring you back. Put this on a plate and we will have a taste test. Okay, I have way too much of a piece here, but oh, the crispiness. It's set so nicely. Let's try it. That is beautiful. It's not overly sweet. It's not overly eggy. It's perfect. I want to try some of the crust that we did with the cheese. And you can hear how crunchy and beautiful that is. Here you can see some of the cheese. Oh gosh, that's such a big bite. Guys, what can I say? This is a beautiful, beautiful dessert. If you do not like overly sweet desserts, I highly recommend this. I know it looks like a lot of sugar going in here, but don't forget there's a lot of milk, and there's a lot of eggs, and there's a lot of filo. So guys, please try this recipe. It is so good. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of your comments, your likes, and if you haven't subscribed, why not? Give me a thumbs up. I'd love to have you join me here. Guys, Mlecnik is a winner. Honestly, it is so good. Guys, there'll be a few pics to follow. I'm gonna love you and leave you. This is a big piece, so I need a big glass of milk to go with it. We'll see you next time on Memories of Macedonia here on the Euro Cooking Canuck. Ciao for now. Hey guys, before I leave you, let's find out how my experiment worked out with the cornflakes. Crispy, crunchy, creamy it looks. Oh, guys, that is like a silky, creamy, crunchy breakfast bar. Your kids will love this. These are regular, original Kellogg's cornflakes. But now it tasted like frosted cornflakes. That's good.
Igraš ti do mene